Hey YouTube, this is Eric. Today I'm going to be doing a review on two figures at one time. I think this might be the first time I'm doing this. I don't know. But doing two figures at one time. I'm doing G2 Powerdive and G2 Ransack. And these two, they have similar color schemes with the green, black, and purple. With the red propellers. And the reason why they have the red propellers is because they're part of the Decepticon Rotor Force. I think that's what it's called. And the whole gimmick with the Rotor Force is that you take these and clip them on, and when you push this button, each one of them has a certain button that you push. And you push the button, and you push the button. Yeah, well, it did it, but it doesn't work too well. You push the button, and these little things fly off, and because they're built like propellers, they can get some pretty good air. I mean, I was messing with them a little while ago, just cause, and they really do go pretty far. So it was a cool little gimmick, I guess, back in the day. These came out, I want to say the '90s, and I was a little kid, and I remember I had toys that would it had these little rotors and it would fly around and stuff like that. So I guess it was a pretty cool little gimmick to have at the time. It worked. Anyway. Let's get some. Well, also I'm gonna show. I guess I'll just show them some details. They all have stickers. I don't know what DC means. I have no idea. This is Powerdive, so I don't know what DC stands for. Maybe Decepticon. I guess maybe. But this is really a nice helicopter mode, and I think that it's based off of the Apache. Don't know much about vehicles and airplanes and whatnot, but it looks like that. So it looks really good. You don't really see too much robot kibble. I mean, you see the head back there, but really aside from that, you don't really see too much. So it's a pretty solid looking helicopter. Same thing with this guy. Does a really good job at hiding any robot mode parts except for the fist, but they blend in. So yeah, it does a really good job of hiding that. And I wish I should have got the movieverse Ransack. Actually, I think I'll just get him real quick. Hold on. Yeah, so movieverse Ransack coming along in here, and I guess I don't know if they're supposed to be the same character or what. They're both kind of based on old military planes, and they're both really small. I guess I'll put one on top of the other. See, yeah, they're about the same size, but I mean the color schemes are different, and the robot modes are completely different. So. Don't know, but as you can see, these guys are basically scout class sizes. So let's get on with the transformation. Now this guy's transformation is pretty I don't know, it's pretty weird. I personally am not a fan of it. It's like everything just kind of comes apart like that. And I usually get confused with his transformation, so I had to practice a couple of times to get it down. And I'm not, yeah, I got it. And this kind of flips up. So everything just kind of like flips almost inside out for him. But in the end, you end up with robot mode that looks like this. And it's not the greatest robot mode at all, but you're going to get these little feet out. Not the greatest robot mode at all, but it is different. Make sure everything's in there tight. It is different because the cockpit is in the back and the back of the plane is in the front. So it's not your standard robot mode, that has the cockpit in the front and the tail section in the back. Kind of does it the reverse way, and not really sure what to do with these wings. I guess you could have them like that, but then it looks like a plane with a robot on the back. So I don't know. I kind of do it halfway. And this is his gun. His propellers are his gun. You hold it. Once you shove it in there and stick this on. And it does the same thing. All you have to do is push the button. Spin around to get it to stick on there, and you push the button and it'll fly off at you. And I don't really want to do it because, well, I'll do it because the room is clean, but it'll be gone once I push it. Come on, do it. Alright. Well, he obviously doesn't want to shoot his gun, so screw him. Alright. Now we have this guy. The Rotor Force gimmick with him you kind of actually need to have this with him because his helicopter blades pretty much stay on thanks to the rotor force propellers. So you need both of them to have his blades stick. And to get him to transform, really simple. You kind of slide this out of his chest plate. It slides in right there. This comes up. And they have a really cool way of hiding. Oh, he's going back. They have a really cool way of hiding the hands, which you don't think too much of today, but I guess back in the day they didn't really do that too much, where the hands would flip out like that. So I really like that. Get these out of the way. Bend his little feet up. His legs don't come apart, unfortunately. But what can you do with a tiny little figure? He can also hold his gun. And it's really big for him, and he can't really stand up with it unless you kind of... Nope. Yeah, the gun is like way too big for the guy, so... and then you're supposed to put this on there with this, and now it's just like an absolutely huge gun. And there's like no way he could stand and hold this. I don't know, how he would be able to do that. So, yeah, it's kind of pointless. But he really doesn't have, he's not that great at standing up anyway, unless you put those back there. Kind of acts like a little tripod or something. Well, not tripod, but, little kickstand. So that's really the only way he can stand up. But, and then these things are loose, so you're not guaranteed to get him to stand up. But anyway, he is a good figure. I mean, both of them are good figures. I have the two Autobot Rotor Force people too. That's Manta Ray, and I have the race car one, but he's actually in storage because I didn't feel like getting him out. But that's Manta Ray. I guess I'll do a review on them at some point. But he's probably second favorite. I'd say that's my favorite, just for the vehicle mode. I really like the vehicle mode. So their sizes, they're a little smaller than the Scout class figure, but they're a little bigger than a Legends class figure. So I guess they'd probably be more on par. I guess they'd be more on par with probably the Legions class figure, or the Cyberverse Commander, I want to say. So yeah, that's about it for them. If I can't really recommend them because I've seen them go for some stupid prices, like like $30 for one of them. I actually got lucky with these guys. I got all four of them for $12, and it was because nobody was paying attention on eBay, and I basically got lucky. But I really just wanted the Manta Ray, and they kind of came along with the bundle. So can't really recommend them. They're just cool little figures to have on display, I guess. I really have trouble recommending them. But, if you like G2, go ahead and get them. So, that's about it, YouTube. I guess this was a quick review. So, anyway, peace.